Little but mighty!
Hello everyone, my name is Ms Genevieve and I'm an English teacher at Little but Mighty. Today, I'll be sharing 3 ways to help you develop your story climax. Let's get started, shall we? In every story, your main character will encounter a problem or a setback. This is commonly known as the climax. The climax is located right at the top of the story mountain or at the peak of the story mountain because it's supposed to be the highlight of your story. To keep your readers engaged and help them visualize your ideas better, you are encouraged not to jump from one event quickly to the next one. Instead, you should try to develop your ideas more. Now let's take a look at 3 ways to help you elaborate on your climax so that you can give it a good stretch. The first elaboration idea is to freeze the moment. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's say you've been asked to write about a topic of a careless mistake, and the picture that you've chosen is the picture of an oven. In your story, your main character was careless because he neglected to look after the cupcakes that his mother was baking in the kitchen. As a result, a fire broke out. To freeze the moment, consider describing how the problem affected your main character's mind and body. This gives your reader a clear snapshot of how he or she felt trapped or overwhelmed by the situation. An example would be, standing as still as a statue, I tried to calm my anxious nerves. I could feel the intense heat from the burning oven creeping up my body and the heavy smoke clouding my rational mind. The second elaboration idea is to present your main character with a tough choice to make. If you want your story to be interesting, it would be good to ensure that your main character is confronted with a difficult decision. Presenting tough choices for your character to make by having them weigh the pros and cons, or have them evaluate their actions and consequences. An easy way to do this is to add a causation statement such as if, then. Next, describe what your main character is worried about and pose a rhetorical question. Let's look at the earlier example to see how we can add depth to the problem. If I do not extinguish the fire soon, then the licking flames will surely consume me. If I choose to battle the fire, I might sustain an injury. What should I do? The perturbation in my mind was indescribable. The third elaboration idea is to offer a sneak peek into the future. Depending on the topic, it can either be a bleak or an optimistic future of your character. Since I want my character to learn from his carelessness, I would choose to offer him a glimpse of how unpleasant the situation will look. To do this well, I would describe what are the consequences that he will have to face in the near future. It would be good to include a descriptive sentence to summarize how unpleasant the future looks. Let's take a look at the example now. As I stared helplessly at the fire raging away, images of mother's wrath flashed across my mind. She would certainly reprimand me for not keeping a watchful eye on the cupcakes. Unfortunately, the situation was getting worse by the second. The crackling of fire reminded me that I was in the midst of a ticking time bomb. Now, let's try and put these 3 strategies together and see how it would appear in the context of a paragraph. Standing as still as a statue, I tried to calm my anxious nerves. I could feel the intense heat from the burning oven creeping up my body and the heavy smoke clouding my rational mind. If I do not extinguish the fire soon, then the licking flames will surely consume me. If I choose to battle the fire, I might sustain an injury. What should I do? The perturbation in my mind was indescribable. As I stared helplessly at the fire raging away, images of mother's wrath flashed across my mind. She would certainly reprimand me for not keeping a watchful eye on the cupcakes. Unfortunately, the situation was getting worse by the second. The crackling of the fire reminded me that I was in the midst of a ticking time bomb. I hope you found these elaboration ideas useful. Remember to expand on your climax so that the most exciting part of your story stands out. This in turn helps your readers stay engaged and feel more invested in your story as a whole. For more storytelling and grammar tips, please check out the other videos on our channel. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon. If you've been enjoying our videos and you've been finding them useful, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel below.